Hey,
Greetings
peeps.
to you guys. I hope that you are having a blessed and amazing day today. Hey, listen, I am Lily Richardson, your friend and sister.
Amen. And she's my wife. Hey, we are excited about being on our channel once again today. This is the sixth day of my 75 hard challenge. Is make certain that we're on this channel every single day for the next 75 days. Well, actually now, the next, 69 days?
Yep,
And so
69.
I was really blessed yesterday by some of you coming onto the channel and asking some questions and interacting with us. And so if you have some questions you'd like to ask us, feel free to do that. My wife and I will do our best to answer you. And as I was saying regarding the channel and what we do, we're people developers. We develop people spiritually, mentally, physically, and economically. And so yesterday, a young man was asking me, and he was asking me, he said, what would I tell my 29-year-old self?
Oh,
And I thought concerning finances, and I thought it was a very good interaction. So I just want to dovetail on that and have my wife talk a little bit and whatever she wants to say. But I really, really do wish that I would have been more attentive or more astute financially. The finances, the financial piece of life, if you don't get that down, you're going to always be struggling. And so the bank, when you go to the bank, you give the bank your check, and then the bank takes your money and leverage your money, and you are safe or you feel safe that they have your money, but they're making money on your money. And the amazing thing with the banks of old, they don't do it so much now, but they used to give you a sucker. You give
a
them your check,
lollipop. Yep.
and they give you a sucker, a lollipop. And that's
They
kind of
still
like a,
do,
yeah,
actually.
that's
Or
quite
they call it a
amazing.
dum dum.
It's actually a dum dum. That's what it's called, a dum dum. It's because we're really not trained through even high school to college about really how to understand how to leverage your finances. And so yesterday I was talking about reading some books, getting some information that would help you. Think and Grow Rich is a book that a young man gave me years ago, Glenn. And Glenn gave me this book, Glenn Levinson. Man, I'd love to talk to him. He gave me that book about Think and Grow Rich, I think when I was about, actually when I was 29, getting ready to turn 30. And man, that book really blessed me. And it really messed me up as well. Is because when I read it, I wasn't ready emotionally. I'm gonna talk to you about that a little bit. I wasn't ready emotionally to handle the information. And what it did, I was thinking, think and grow rich, think and grow rich. I got to get rich, I got to get rich. And I was like a dog chasing his tail. Like, I got to get rich, I got to get rich, because the book says, think and grow rich, think and grow rich. And Glenn was giving me the appearance that he was rich and he was wealthy. He owned several homes, wanted to put me in real estate way back in the day. I mean, and then my family, I told him, this guy wants to put me in real estate. And they talked me out of that. I'll talk about that some other time. You got to be careful about who you listen to, even your family. Even your family, you got to be careful about who you listen to, because they will burst your bubble. But that book, when I read it, it sent me on like a spiral, a spiral, downward spiral, because I wanted to get rich or be a millionaire before age 30. And my dad did some significant things by the time he was 30. And I was thinking like, okay, if I can just do this and I'll be on a par with my dad, or at least my dad will be proud of me, and so on and so forth. And so what happened was it just set me up for failure, because the book is really not about money. It's really about your emotional intelligence. It's really about discovering the you, or your authenticity, because it's not really about the money. Many people chase money and they're, looking here and there and everywhere, and they're trying to get rich and get wealthy. But it's really not about the money. It's really about thinking, and thinking on a high level where you are emotionally sound. A lot of people get upset with money, and you can tell if they when they're sad and their countenance is down, it's because they don't have the money. They're like, boy, woe is me, the world's coming to an end or whatever. But when you are healthy emotionally, and you have good health emotionally, you're able to make sound investments, able to make sound decisions, and it will help you. So getting some books, reading some books on money is very, very important. But also learning how to strengthen your mind in economical endeavors. When you learn how to strengthen your mind and be able to think like you need to think and recognize that money is nothing more than energy. Most people go to the job and they don't even think about this. Money is no more than energy. It's an exchange, it's a method of exchange in the earth that you and I have bought into according to a fiat system. Our money system is a fiat system, and a fiat literally means the declaration of a thing. So the United States government's got us all bought into the fact that if we have money, we're going to be happy. We're going to be emotionally happy. We're going to be set. And that's not true. But anyway, so if you learn how to think and make good sound decisions and not be caught up in emotions, then it will help you to make sound investment decisions. Now, there's three things that I always want to share, and I share this with my kids as well. There's three, kind of like a three-legged stool, like this tripod, is real estate, and then business, own your own business, and then stocks, investing in stocks, precious metals, or fine art, something that appreciates. That's a three-legged stool. And when you do that and you learn how to be successful, not emotionally tied into those sort of things, but making good, sound business decisions. Hey, how you doing? Who is that? Who is that? Gazelle. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. My wife and I are here just chatting a little bit. So anyway, so when you learn how to set your life up on that three-legged stool, you learn how to really be effective emotionally, and you learn how to leverage real estate. Now, everybody doesn't need to buy a property. A lot of people think, oh, I got to get a home. No, you need to understand money, and you need to understand how it works and how money is energy. And as I was going to say, a lot of people go to work and don't recognize what you're doing is you're exchanging your energy for money. So you give them 40 hours a week, you give them 80 hours a week, and what they do in exchange for your energy that they take and get you to do their task, they give you a dollar bill. They give you money to go out into the marketplace, and then you take that dollar, which is energy, represents energy, and you use that as a means of bartering or exchange in the earth. When I got a hold of that revelation about money being energy and a means of exchange, money is neutral. The Bible says that the love of money is the root of all things, not money, but it's the love of money is the root of all things. The Bible also says that money is a defense, says that money answers all things in the book of Ecclesiastic. And so when you understand that and not be afraid to talk about money, be afraid to really discuss where you're at emotionally as it pertains to money, you'll be amazed at how the Lord will open up the heavens, open up your mind, begin to send people, bring people into your ether, your ecosystem, to a place where you then get to really learn from others. A man told me years ago, so Chinese proverb says, a wise man learns from his mistakes, and a wiser man learns from the mistakes of others. So don't be afraid to let someone who already understands money to talk to you about money. It's a real touchy subject between couples. We got a short on our video, on our stream also. You may want to go over and look at that. It's had quite a few views about the money talk for couples, talking about the money talk. And the reason why most couples get into arguments about it is because they're really not emotionally sound in the area of finances.
One of the things that I have learned, and I know that you had a person yesterday. What would you say to my 29-year-old self? Well,
Great
I'm
question. Great question.
I'm certainly a lot years older than that, and actually, what I would say to my younger self is to continue to keep doing what you're doing. And what I mean by that, I learned early on that whatever money I received, an allowance or, a stipend from, blessing a household or even my paycheck, I would take 20%, 10% belong to the Lord, 20% I would pay myself, and then I would live on the 80%. And so I learned how to do that over a number of years. And then before I was long introduced to credit cards, I learned to, many of you all might remember when your mom would put things in the layaway, grandma
Right.
and mama, they would put things, our school clothes and all of that, they would buy it a little big so that when they got our clothes and things out of the layaway, they fit just perfect for school time, for Easter or whatever it was. And we live in a world where everybody wants it right now. And so I'm learning how to first educate myself. So that is real big. And when you're educating yourself, we live in the information era. You can educate yourself through podcasts, through, Instagram, whatever. What you're doing right now, you're learning from our experiences and what we, project to you all. But you're wanting to change your mindset and how you view
Very
about
important.
money. We, as my husband said, many years we're working for money. We're exchanging time with money. And then as you begin to get educated and get some wisdom, you learn how to allow money to work for you, and your life experiences about money and all of that, and your skills that you're using. You exchange your skills, or you're allowing that money to work for you so that you can go to sleep. You can be at peace because your skills and all of that you have put into action so that money is finding you. That's what we want. We want money to find
I like
us
that. Yeah.
and to be able to then take that money, and then we keep, using it, and replicating it over and over and over again. But getting back to whatever money's coming to your hand, learn how to not spend it so quickly, but you use a portion of that first to God. We honor God first with our first fruits, and then we're taking a portion, and then learn how to invest that. I had a childhood friend back in high school who his dad taught him about stocks. And I just thought, okay, stocks was, for our other counterparts, or they were for old white men. They would, read their Wall Street journals and find out how their money is doing. And I never pursued what that was, investing in stocks and bonds and all of that. And so now that I'm older, I have that mindset, that interest. And so, don't wait until you get older. Start learning about stocks and investments and, real estate and all of that. Real estate is a great segue, but if you don't have, money to put down on our house or an investment property, then learn other ways. And we are certainly open to teach you what we learn, to extend that.
Absolutely.
And so that is how you will grow your portfolio
That's it.
and
Good word.
grow your net
Good word.
worth.
Yeah.
When people ask, what is your net worth? You can go and look up Beyonce's net worth. You can look up LeBron James' net worth and how much they're worth. How much are you worth? And so
Great
if
question.
if your net worth is kind of small, then learn how you can build your net worth. And not just so you can say, well, I'm worth $250,000 or what have you. And then however you build your portfolio, then how are you going to teach that to your children, to your children's children? We talk about how inheritance is laid up for our children's children. And so we're wanting to build a net worth so that we can leave a legacy. And that is, where I am now. I can't look back on 10 years, 20 years past and look at money that maybe I have, thrown out the window or didn't really invest properly. But I'm wanting to invest properly now so that I can lay up something for my children's children.
Amen. That's very good. Well, I appreciate you just sharing that, honey. And one of the things that I wanted to share with you is a lot of people jump on YouTube, they'll jump on Facebook, and spend a lot of time on it, but not understand the power of investments. I'm going to give you Two suggestions. This is not financial advice that you should not talk to a professional about. I'm encouraging you to do that first and foremost. But this channel that you're looking at, this is on YouTube. Google stock. As much time as you spend on YouTube, you should own shares in Google. It's called part of the Magnificent Seven. There's 7 stocks on the Standard & Poor's S&P 500. 7 stocks that they call the staples. They're the go-tos. Google is one of those stocks. The other one is Amazon, Tesla, Tesla, Amazon, Microsoft, and then Meta. That's another one, which is Facebook. Facebook. While you're spending time on Facebook, what if you were making money on Facebook while you're spending time on Facebook? What if you could make money on Google while at the same time you're spending on YouTube?
That's right.
These are all ways that we've learned that wherever we're frequenting, we're spending time, we're spending money, we have to own those companies. And the way you do that is you go and open up a brokerage, find a brokerage. Matter of fact, check me out and I'll give you a free link to the one one of the ones I use. I got a couple of them actually. And then you are able to go and look at these companies. You go to Walmart every week, you buy and spend your groceries there, get some Walmart stock. You like McDonald's? Get some McDonald's stock. You like Burger King, Starbucks, wherever it is. Own that stock. So when you spend money, you're contributing to your investments. There's a whole lot of stuff that I wish I would have known when I was 29 years old. So a lot of people say, well, I can't afford that stock. It's so expensive. It's way up here and it's out of my range or whatever. No, it's not true. They have fractional shares that you can buy into stocks right now, some brokers, where you can buy part of a stock and then start developing your portfolio. All right, that's enough for today. Hey, I'm going to be back today. I'm sure I'm going to do one more episode, but I do appreciate you tuning in to our 75 Hard, day number 6. And I'm Leslie, and this is my wife, Lily.
Hey.
We love you. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It would do us a blessing. And if you could just share it with at least 10 people and ask them to do the same, it'll be a blessing to us as well as to them and to you. All right. Shalom.
Shalom.